Hey everyone, thank you all for tuning in. Today I want to share with you another way that you can make some extra money on the side. This will not require you to have to open up your pocketbooks at all, right? You don't have to change anything you've been doing in your day to day, or I might encourage you to. Right, so some of us have heard time and time again, hey, why do you always have those things in your ear, right? What are you listening to? What are you watching? Right? You're watching so much TV that's not going to make you any money. You need to pick up a book. You need to do something that's going to make you money. You need to learn something new, right? Even if you are learning something new on YouTube, sometimes parents or, your guardian don't really understand that. However, they're kind of wrong. You can actually make money for the things you've been watching, listening, and doing. So get this, all you have to do is upload your watch history and you can make money for all the shows, anything, every movie that you've watched on Netflix. Imagine the amount of music you've listened to on your commute to and from work, at school, all day, when you're cleaning. You can actually upload that data and make money for that. You can even click the link in my description right now and make $5 right now for getting started. So this is something that's really cool because I know you're probably like, upload my data, right? I want you to understand something. We're being tracked no matter what app you're using. The fact that you have a cell phone, that you have a computer, the internet, right? Something that you're utilizing, some app, some way, somehow is tracking everything you're doing and is collecting that information. If if you identify as a male or female or something else, right? If you are within a certain age range, if you're a certain ethnicity, if you like certain things, if you watch certain things, if you do certain things, if you live in a certain neighborhood, that information, even if it's one piece of information or millions of different things that they've collected, that they've learned about you based off of what you do and how you interact in certain ways, right, is sold to people so that they can retarget you in different ways, right? But they're doing this by slipping in those permissions in the apps, right? Those updates, you're probably agreeing to some new, information collecting data system that you probably aren't even aware about. But more or less, right, your information is always sold to someone. Someone out there knows that you like watching Trade with Ellie on YouTube, right? And so however they decide to use that information, they're going to use it. Now you have the opportunity to say, you know what, instead of allowing all these companies, all these different corporations, all of these people, right, to utilize my information and to make money off of it without me, you yourself making money, what you can do now is utilize that same information and data that they're collecting and willfully pass it on to a company that is going to pay you for it, right? This is now allowing you to make money that you weren't making before off of the same data that they're collecting from you, right? You're just willfully giving it up. Now, you can decide at some point, you know what, I gave all this information, I want to delete this account, I want to get rid of this, right? So that's totally fine. So once again, if you want to get started and you want to check this out, click the description in my bio now. That's the only way you're going to read and learn about it. Okay, so make sure to click the description and get started and look and see some of that stuff. You don't have to upload right away. However, when you start uploading, that is when you can start making money. Okay, so you cannot withdraw until you have made at least $100. They want to make sure it's you, that this is real data that's being collected. So they want to, have some type of substance before they start paying out, which is totally fine. And you have to have an active account within 90 days. They do not they do not want to be tricked out of, false information and sorts. So they're saying that you have to have this active account for at least 90 days, right? And you have to have at least $100 before you can withdraw. By clicking the link in the description, once again, you can make $5 just off of that, which means you have at least $95 more to go. If you're someone who watches so much YouTube, so much Netflix, all these other streaming sites like Hulu, right? Websites, movies, different things. If you listen to Apple Music, YouTube Music, right? If you use your GPS to just, walk different places and utilize them in different sorts, right? You can upload all that information, and as it uploads, some of it takes a little bit of time, but once it does, you will see money added to your total, right? And once you start seeing it added up, as long as you've reached those 90 days and you have a minimum of 100, you can now withdraw. But I want you to know that this is great for those of you who are like, I just need a little bit money. I want to start investing. I have a hard time saving up. This is something that you can do. I understand that there there can be times, right? Or this may be you right now, where you're looking at your check and you're saying, okay, I paid this bill, I paid that, I paid this. I do not have anything left to save. I do not have anything left to reinvest. I do not have anything left to do anything for myself, right? You literally have no money. Maybe you're skipping on certain bills because you need to kind of make your money stretch, right? This is another way you can kind of have a little bit of something coming in, especially if you're someone who already uses a lot of these platforms to make money. So I will put in the description all of the current applications that you can upload data for, right? And so that way you can see if you utilize this, because if you already do, you may be sitting on $100 and all you have to do is wait the 90 days. Now let's remember, within the next 90 days, we'll be entering into the new year. So you can have an extra $100 by January, right? The first, second week of January, right? Into January, you can have an extra $100 you didn't have before, and you can utilize that to reinvest in a number of things. So if you've been following me and watching me for quite some time, then you know I'm always sharing different ways for you to make an extra stream of income, because as we know, right, having one stream is not enough, and having just a job is not good enough, especially during these trying times. And so we need to find ways to create extra streams. And it doesn't mean that you work 2, 3, 4 jobs. You can create passive income. You can have your money work for you. And so if you're interested in learning what other options you have, right, look in the description below, right, schedule a consultation with me and we can discuss some methods and some ways that may work for you, whether you have time and no money, or you have money and not enough time, right? There is something for everyone, and it's not about what can work or, if and how. It's about just figuring out what will work for you and putting those pieces together. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who may want to take advantage, who watches a lot of TV, who's looking for extra streams of income. And check out some of my other videos. I will tag them somewhere, and so that way you can definitely see and learn other methods that may be super helpful for you. So until next time, make sure to subscribe.